Hi, I'm Brian. This is Jesse. We're from Hortons & Hunt, LLC, fire training company out of Reno, Nevada. Today we're coming to you from Carson City, Nevada. We're going to be going over the use and examples of how to train on the FireVent Auto Extrication Simulator. As everybody can see, these legs are conveniently stored on these two fold-out arms. There's a pin on one side, actually on both sides, that you can pin these legs down when you're transporting them. Make sure when those arms go back in, you slide the pins in and lock the pins. That way you don't lose the arms. We're gonna line these legs up right below this, and we can use these jacks to come back down. We'll tighten the 4 set screws. Once they're down on the legs, tighten all 4 bolts. Just snug them up, they don't have to be over tight. Now the prop itself is resting on its stabilizer legs, makes that prop extremely stable. So one other thing, if you leave these jacks attached, one nice thing about it, even though the legs are out, you can jack it back up just high enough, move the prop around to different locations and lower it back down. The jacks won't typically be in the way during training. If they are, just go ahead and remove them, set them to the side. So now we're going to take a few moments and show you how to set this prop up for use. We have numerous training locations, so we're going to start here at the rear. We'll work our way around the front so that we catch all of the different locations. This is your set of consumables here. It's nice to have a set close by. You can put them off to the side of the prop, make sure they're not a tripping hazard. But these are the set of consumables. We'll go through each one and where they go. First set's going to come in the back here. Tighten both down. Just a good hand tight on there. That makes that nice and stable. So now that we finished this rear piece, we're going to come over here to the door. This has numerous pieces that you need to put in before you do your final step here at the bolt. So first piece we're going to drop in this piece right here. Make sure that's nice and flat. We're going to reach around the back. There's a T-handled bolt there. Tighten that up nice and tight. Come back around to the front. 2 bars, 1 bottom, 1 top. I'm gonna go ahead and leave those loose for a second, so as when I close the door, I have a depth gauge on this other side that I'll show you. I'm gonna bring the door over here. This piece comes in from the bottom, up to the top, push the door in, push that door back. We're gonna grab our bolt. That bolt slides in there. We have a yellow spring. Yellow spring goes on the bolt. Nut here at the end. Tighten this up, and our goal here is to get that flush right there. Come around this side here. We have 2 up front. One piece slides down, let it touch. Tighten the T-handle. The other piece slides in here. Got 2 bolts to tighten. One here on the far side, and one on the top. So the third piece that's gonna go in the front here sits down in this crush pocket, and this is the piece of metal that offers resistance when we're doing a dash lift or a dash roll. It's got a similar T-handle bolt to the others. It goes parallel to the prop itself. Get a nice hand tighten on it. Then we're gonna close this door, pull that pin, let that pin lock back down. Now that we've placed our last piece, the last thing we'll do up front on the prop here is take our bars. We're gonna slide that bar right up to the stop. Give it a tighten on the T-handle. Take that bottom bar and eyeball it to the same location. Same T-handle down below, nice finger tight. While we're also setting up this prop, this is a usable chair that is adjustable. You can put a victim in this seat and it adjusts from the bottom with this set screw here and this set screw here. So you can take that same ratchet, loosen both of these, this slides back and forth, just tighten it before use. When you're done, this handy ratchet, there's a front and rear tool pocket. Same locations, just front and rear. Slide it in, drop it, latch it, good to go. So now that we got the door prop all set up for us to make our first force, our tools of choice today are gonna be a set of irons. We're gonna use a Halligan. Today is the pig. We're gonna place this right below the nadir pin, and what we want is a nice smooth drive, get the Halligan all the way in, nice smooth motion down. We'll hold that, then Jesse's gonna come in with the set of jaws and open it up. So I'm gonna be just below that nadir pin. It's gonna give me a couple of strikes. Okay, I'm gonna make a fluid motion down. Give him just enough for a bite there. If you need to, he can come in and he can set that tool back in and get a different bite each time. What he has simulated here is he's popped that door, both pops. You want that first, and then that second pop. That has sheared it off the nadir pin itself. All right, now that we've popped the nadir pin on this door, we're gonna take the door, open it up, pull that door out towards you, and get it nice and set against these bars back here. Jesse's now gonna come in with a set of cutters and simulate cutting the hinges on a door. You can either strap this door, or we can put your hand on it and just keep some pressure on this door like we would in real life. So once both those hinges have been cut, we can now take this door, slide this door all the way back and out of the way, just like we would be removing the door off the car. A couple of quick safety tips. Pick these up so you don't have a tripping hazard. So again, have those slide in, lock them. Now you have a safe door. No sharp edges there. So once you have success in popping your door, this piece needs to be removed. Simplest and quickest way is to take those hydraulic cutters, come in here and cut this. We can remove these two pieces of metal. So the next evolution we're going to demonstrate is a simple dash roll, or dash lift, as some people prefer to call it. So we need to make a couple of relief cuts. Our first is on the lower side of our A-post. We're going to use our E-hydraulics to come in here and make a cut here on this. We also have an optional cut at your strut tower. So Jesse will come in and make these two relief cuts in order to relieve the dash. So now that Jesse's made our two relief cuts, I'll take the door, get the door all the way back out of the way to simulate the door has been removed. Jesse's now gonna come in from this direction and make our rocker panel cut. So now that Jesse's made our three relief cuts, we're gonna come in here now with our spreaders. We're gonna acquire a purchase here to lift this dash. This needs to be done slow, methodical, and just like we would in real life, slow and safe. So as you're lifting this dash, one thing you wanna ensure that we're watching out for the limiting gauge here. Once you hit this, this is where you stop with your lift. All right, continuing to use this great tool station here, we're gonna use this opportunity while we're doing our dash push or dash roll to bring out the ram. A tool that definitely should be trained on for those departments that have it. This is the best place to use that tool. So we're gonna take our plate that's mounted on top of the door, we're gonna slide our plate down, right down on the rocker panel, make sure that plate is all the way tight to the back. We're now gonna take our ram, and you have three locations here. Most of the time it's gonna be one of these rear locations. This is where the non-moving side of the tool will go. Your purchase goes down in here. Our front purchase for the moving side of the ram is gonna go up here in this reinforced area. Other piece you're gonna have to get is get yourself some cribbing. Get your cribbing put nice and close, because as we lift, we're gonna crib as we go. So this is where the ram will sit. Make sure your operating controls are to the outside. Again, moving end here, get a nice slow lift, crib as you go. So once we've finished our dash lift, This is now where we have to get our consumable metal out. Depending on whether you use spreaders here or a ram, you're gonna have to get either a pair of pliers or we will use our spreaders themselves to pinch this and lift this out. So continuing our roof removal, this is a location, the preferred location to use a Sawzall. There's multiple reasons. One, it gives us good tool time using a Sawzall. It also, a good clean cut here allows us to reuse this metal as a consumable up front. So right here, we're gonna place the Sawzall either side, actually all three sides, however you'd like to come in and do that. Make your cut. These pieces will be saved to use up front. So again, the benefit of that Sawzall, good tool time, good cool practice, but also now we have a good clean cut. Come down here, slide that piece out. Now this piece is reusable. So keeping with the theme of this prop as being a great tool usage station, the prior cuts we made here with the Sawzall and with a set of hydraulic cutters, now Jesse's gonna demonstrate this with a rotary saw. Although a tool that's not always used on vehicle electrification, this is a great location to practice not only rotary saw usage, but in times of low tool needs or you're low on tools, this is a great time to use that tool. Another great feature of the Auto X prop is a place we can use rescue struts. This is the area of the prop that's designed for whatever brand you're using out there today. We're gonna have all these different purchase points as you go all the way down. You can place your rescue strut. These give you strap spots, so when you strap the bottom of your strut, this gives you two locations, or if you needed to, you can simulate wrapping one of these. One of the other things you can do is putting the jacks back onto the prop itself. You can lift this up and make the prop unstable itself. Use those jacks to stabilize the prop. And even though this represents the inside of the car, we can jack on both sides. These same hooks are replicated on the other side.